Hello everyone, and today we're going to take a little look at the proposed, the leaked class changes. Now this is data mined, so take it with a pinch of salt, is all we're saying. It's subject to change, not final, still speculation, it's pure speculation at this point. So everything that you're going to hear is going to be subject to change, so if it does change, don't come back and reference this video and say, oh, you said this, or oh, someone said that. Subject to change, okay? Subject to change. I just had a little look, had a little read through some of the proposed class changes, because at this point they are only proposed, I would imagine. Some of them won't be in final development, and anything with numbers in it is always going to be subject to change. So we'll start off with the Mercenary, basically. Their new ability, which all mercs are getting, is Rocket Out, where we're gonna jet backwards 20 meters, granting immunity to controlling effects while jetting. Can't be used while immobilized or hindered though. It's gonna have a 20-second cooldown. It's gonna trigger a global cooldown. It's gonna ignore alacrity. So basically, it's disengage. If you played a hunter in WoW, it is disengage. So there you go. Will it be any good? It will help on certain fights, no doubt about it. Fights like Sword Squadron in particular, if you get targeted by the red circle, you can just disengage from it. I'm calling it disengage because, you know, that's what it is essentially. So yeah, it is going to be interesting. PvP, it may come in handy. We could maybe get away from getting focused. I guess this is going to be our anti-focus ability while used in PvP. They did say in a Q&A that they did recently that they were going to look at the mercs for PvP. One of the big thing about the mercenaries was going to change their PvP abilities. A couple of utilities that are proposed again. Skillful tier, adhesive supplements, power shot. Power shot still in the game, unfortunately. Get rid of it. Come on, it's time to get rid of Power Shot. Power Shot, Tracer Missile, lower the movement speed of targets. Fair enough. Supercharged Defense, activating Supercharged Gas will increase our defense chance by 15% for 10 seconds. Handy in PvP. It's a masterful tier, that one. Also could be very, very handy on fights like Bulow, where you get shot at with the pirates. Those drunken pirates. So, also, Rocket Out can generate a smoke screen. This is in the heroic tier. Smoke screen, it's going to be called. Rocket Out generates a smoke screen as when used, keeping you from being leapt, pulled, or making you immune to interrupts, and ability activation pushback for the next 4 seconds. Again, this is very much a PvP thing. Very much trying to stop you getting pulled back in. Rocket Out, pull you back in. So of course you're going to take that in PvP. Of course, so we're looking at some of the level 64 abilities, which are quite fucking boring. Let's be honest, they are boring as fuck. To be honest, they're really, really boring. Remember your level 50... I don't know, I mean, maybe you'll get a level 63 ability. Maybe something new is going to come at level 63, because level 58 gave you... Level 57 gave you new ability. Level 58 was kind of a little thing, just a little increase type thing. So Peacekeeper is going to increase the healing done by Colto Missile and Progressive Scan by 5%. So yeah, a bit more AoE healing. Maybe we're going to be the AoE healers again. Who knows? Nobody knows at this point where we are going to be. Okay? Nobody knows really what the healers are going to play like in 3.0. There's nothing here that says any new abilities. I imagine it's 63. We'll get new abilities. Arsenal is getting Honed Lock. Tracer Lock increases the critical chance of the next rail shot or rapid scan by 3% per stack. Now, I don't know if we're still going to get the damage bonus as well as the critical bonus. Don't know that yet. So again, this is just stuff that's been data mined. So don't know how it's going to play in with the class. It's hard to give a huge reaction to it and say, oh, is that going to change? Is that going to change? Because there's still speculation out there. Innovative Ordinance is getting Surging Shots. Dealing periodic damage will grant Surging Shots. Increases the damage dealt by our next Power Shot or Sweeping Blasters by 1%. Can stack up to 10 times. So I guess we will be stacking that, because 10% extra damage on your next power shot. Maybe they make power shot useful again. You know, 10% more damage for AoEing. That's going to be pretty incredible. Sweeping blasters. It depends whether they keep the sweeping blasters 25% damage increase utility. Doesn't say here. Doesn't say what's being removed. But again, we need to just take it with a pinch of salt so far. So there's only a couple of classes that have been revealed. We will do it for the rest of the classes. Commando changes pretty much the same. You know that. The Powertech, interesting changes. Move on to Powertech now. Interesting. Jet charge, gonna be available to all specs. Good, want it. We need it. We need it. You know, let's make it more badass because we love that ability. It's why you love the tank spec because you get the jet charge. You get the jet charge. Couple of utilities that are changing. Neural delay. Neural dart will slow the time. Neural dart was the taunt, wasn't it? Let's see what the van... Neural jolt. Was neural jolt the taunt? I don't know. What was that? I can't remember. Neural dart. I think it was pretty much the taunt. I think that's the taunt. Slows the target. Do you want to slow the target after you taunt them? I mean, PvP, yeah, because you don't taunt a target that's attacked. You taunt a target that's attacking the healer, and it reduces their damage taken, their damage output on any target that isn't you. So taunt is very, very useful in PvP, but yeah. Explored area is an interesting one. Stealth scan increases the movement speed of all allies within the scan area, so we could maybe use that in PvE, excluding ourselves for 50%, but then again, we've always got our, what's it called again? Hydraulic overrides, we've always got that. So as long as they remain within it and for 6 seconds. So again, fights like Underlurker, we could drop that near the rock and just, you know, when there are rage storms coming, you know, just drop a stealth scan, which is pretty good. Jet speed, activating your jet charge grants jet speed, increasing movement speed by 30%, 4 seconds. Ooh. The duration of jet speed is refreshed if attacked while active. Ooh, heroic tier. Interesting one. We'll move on to the level 64 abilities now for the power tech. Shield tech is getting translocate, which is an interesting ability. You're going to swap places with a group member and bestow a benign presence upon them for 6 seconds. Targets with benign presence are ignored by most enemies and cannot be leapt to or pulled. They're immune to interrupts and ability activation and pushbacks until they use an aggressive or healing ability. Interesting. Can't really see. I mean, maybe on a tank swap, if you're doing a single boss with a tank swap, you could maybe do that on the other tank. It might be the thing, because, you know, fights like Xenoanalyst, where you have to tank swap, swapping places with the other tank might be a smart idea. On bosses where there's 2 bosses and you're tanking, like Sword Squadron, you don't generally swap places anyway, but if you were going to swap places, then you know, you don't want to do that, because benign presence you do not want on the other tank. Okay, it seems like a threat dump. Benign presence, they're going to be ignored by most enemies. It is a threat dump. So yeah, it's a 1.5 second cast. So again, if you're doing, you know, a tank swap, maybe, then I'm trying to think where we do. The only thing I think of is Xenoanalyst. When you get the armor debuff, you could just swap with them, swap with the other tank instantly. And you know, I guess you could just jet charge in and taunt, I guess. But you know, I mean, it's interesting. You also get heated absorbers. Heat blast increases your shield absorption by an additional 5%. What is heat blast? I've only played a energy blast. Fair enough. Well, that's the Vanguard version. I didn't know what heat blast is. I've never played a Powertech tank, to be honest. But translocate and transpose, it's going to be called. For the, what are we, Final Fantasy 14? Or transpose? Translocate and transpose are what they're going to be called. Vanguard's getting transpose. Powertech's getting translocate. So, looks interesting. I can imagine will be used by trolls. Of course. Isn't it? The rapid fire on Sword Squadron. Let's swap with a Sentinel. There you go. It looks like a cool trolling ability. And those droids in Dread Fortress, because bear in mind we're doing the current tier. The all the raids available are going to be the current tier. Oh yeah, you're going to fucking troll the shit out of fucking raids, aren't you? You're going to wait, you're going to stand in that circle on those droids, aren't you? You're going to translocate, aren't you? You're gonna fucking do it, aren't you? You are going to do it. Don't lie, because I'm going to fucking do that. Of course we are. We are definitely going to do that. I can see it being a trolly ability, a bit like Rescue. A bit like Rescue. The Powertech is getting Perilous Flames, increase the critical chance of... sorry, I fell asleep there. Increase the critical chance of Immolate by 15%. Boring. Boring, boring, boring. Advanced Prototype is getting Energy Burn. Energy Burst causes the target to burn for elemental damage over 3 seconds. This effect can stack up to 4 times. Oh, 4 times on the target. Each energy load unleashed grants 1 stack. Nice. Don't play Advanced Prototype. Can't really comment on that. But anyway, if this webpage will ever load, we will... Ooh, the Inquisitor changes are available as well. This is getting updated right as I did. Well, look at the Agent Smuggler changes. So the Operative / Scoundrel changes. You are getting... Trick Move. Get ready for your Name That Wow ability, because this is Trick Move. Override your stealth generator, quickly moving to a friendly target or enemy target, increasing movement speed by 75% for 3 seconds. Right, which wow ability is that? Give you a clue. Rogue. Shadow Step. It's Shadow Step. It is, it's Shadow Step. Are we going to appear behind the enemy when we use it? Question. Can't be used against targets in cover. OP PvP move. Really, it is. Think about it. It is basically like Jet Charge. It is Shadow Step. Because Shadow Step as a rogue, if you've ever done a bit of raiding as a rogue, Shadow Step, very, very useful. It moves you to behind the target, basically. And it's what you want as a rogue. You want to be behind the target. So Shadow Stepping in behind the target keeps you in stealth. Start combat. Tends to be your opener. So yeah. It's going to be for all specs. You can do it to an ally as well. So I guess, I don't know, it doesn't tell you the 30 meter range, so it's the same range as your heals. You must be within 270 degrees angle of any player. It does ignore alacrity, it'll be a level 61 ability. So yeah, it's Shadow Step. Bit useless on the healer, unless we really just want to get out of shit really quick. But I guess it can be used in out of stealth. So I mean, yeah, it's useful for getting out of things. Will be very, very useful if you're a lazy bastard and you're doing Garge and you can't be arsed platforming. So it's like, fuck it, I ain't get the platform. The platforms fall down. This is a 45-second cooldown, mind you, but the platforms fall. Wait for everyone to jump across. Ah, fuck it. just go to an ally. Just go to the other healer, I guess, if you're healing. Will be very useful on bosses. Again, bosses that you're away from, say you're killing ads, so it will be useful to just Shadow Step to the boss. So yeah, there you go. See, people say we're not copying World of Warcraft. There's 2 abilities. We've looked at 3 classes, 2 abilities. Okay? 2 abilities that have been copied from WoW. Alright, what else are we getting? Utilities, we're getting Curbing Shots, Quick Shot, and Blaster Volley. Again, we're just a move. It seems to be a standard thing. Everyone's getting movement speed reductions. Yeah, it just seems to be a thing right now. Supplemented med pack. When your slow release med pack is active on yourself, damage reduction is increased by 3% per stack. Again, seems like all classes are getting homogenized by the looks of it. It's the same for, what was it for? It was the, jeez, I can't remember now what it was. We just talked about it anyway. You rewind the video. Skip back. No, you can't rewind a video these days. Anyway. The slow release med pack is active damage reduction by 3% on ourselves. So again, DPS can use it because DPS get slow release med packs. Yeah, that'd be useful. Gives you a bit of healing. You know, you're gonna have to keep it on yourself now, which is kind of annoying. So sleight of foot trick move can be used while immobilized and purges movement impairing effects when used. Again, this is a heroic tier. Yeah, welcome to OP PvP. That's all we can say. Stun me? Oh, I'm still gonna jump behind you and fucking shoot you. There you go. Stealth out, jump behind you. There you go. Oh, there's got oh shit behind me. I imagine they're gonna be bastards in PvP. Oh yeah. So Sawbones, what's the level 64 changes? Sawbones is getting prolonged prescription. Now fuck off with prolonged prescription. Seriously, increase the duration of slow release med pack by 3 seconds. Additionally, pugnacity or alacrity cooldown gives us prolonged prescription. Ooh, this we like, this we like. Activates prolonged prescription when activated. Makes our next Colto infusion. It's the wrong ability. It's the wrong ability. Colto infusion? What's Colto infusion? Colto infusion activate. Colto might be a new ability. Colto infusion is the operative one. Yeah, Colto infusion. Yeah, it's Colto pack. Must be a misprint, mistype. There, typo. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, Colto infusion is an operative ability. So yeah, Colto infusion is not the one we want. We want underworld bloody medicine. Underworld medicine, activate instantly. At least it's an instant activation, so we can say fuck you. Fuck you to those instant cast healers, because we fucking hate instant cast healers as a Scoundrel healer. Fuck them. Right. Fuck your mercs. Fuck your commandos. Fuck your sages with their stupid fucking instant cast heals. Fucking benevolence instant cast. Fuck them. We hate them. We hate them. They snipe us. That's all they fucking do. And people say, oh, work with your healer. No, they want to be cheesing the healing meters. That's what they want to do. No, we're not playing their game. Fuck them. We're not playing their game. We ain't playing their game. So, right, concealment and lethality are... they could have copied and pasted it. Whoever wrote this, it's on the torcommunity.com website. Bit lazy, come on. At least change the terminology. Concealment is... yeah, concealment. Concealment for Scoundrel. We don't have fucking concealment. Fucking scrapper! God damn it! Imperialist wrote this. So laceration deals 5% more damage to targets affected by our acid blade. Laceration is... what's laceration again? So, yeah, it's actually written under lethality. Sucker Punch deals 5% more damage to targets affected by a flechette round. There you go. There you go. Lethality, you get acid compounds. Toxic Blast deals 5% more damage, and Corrosive Grenade has 10% chance to tick twice when it harms a target. Yeah, that's a thing. that's our only reaction to that is, yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. So Sniper, what have we got for the Sniper changes? Quite boring, really. We're not maining a Sniper. It's like, we're not a Gunslinger, we're not maining a Sniper. Imperial Preparation. Finish the cooldowns on Evasion, Countermeasure, Shield Probe, Cover Pulse, Entrench, and Covered Escape. It's 3-minute cooldown. So, aren't they all 2-minute cooldowns? That doesn't make any sense. I mean, I suppose if we're taking sort of spike damage, it might make a bit of sense. But those are all 2-minute cooldowns. Well, Evasion isn't. Shield Probe isn't. Shield Probe's like 25 seconds. Seems a bit of a waste to use 3-minute cooldowns. You get Shield Probe. But things like Entrench, again, they will be handy on fights like Lurker where we're taking constant damage. So there you go. Some of the changes. Pulse Screen, activating Cover Pulse gives you a chance to resist force and tech attacks by 20%. Shatter Shot, oh, they're giving you a reason to use Shatter Shot. Again, another movement speed, 50% this time. So, yeah, even more OP in PvP. I guess, we get used to fucking slows. This is going to be the expansion of slows by the looks of things. Over-prepared is the heroic tier. Reduce the cooldown of Imperial Preparation by 30. So there you go, 2.5 minutes now. And increase your damage reduction by 10%. So there you go, you're getting a lot of damage reduction stuff. Marksman, what do we get? Level 64, we get Marksman's Finesse. Snipe grants Marksman's Finesse, increases the armor penetration and damage dealt by our next follow through by 10%, which stacks twice. So we're going to just wait for it to stack twice and get the damage dealt by 20%. Wake me up when it's over, someone please. Engineering, we get Field Engineering, increase the critical chance of your AoE attack by 15%. Sorry, try and stay awake for this, okay? I'm trying to stay awake. It's really boring, this. Really boring. Virulence gets Caustic Substances. Weakening Blast deals 5% more damage. Yay. Corrosive Grenade has a chance to tick twice, so same as the Operative, basically. Right, we will, what we'll move on to next. We do have the Inquisitor ones, which, the Night Warrior ones, because I haven't done them. We're getting an ability called Mad Dash. Again, what it looks like. Oh, Master Strike's getting renamed to Blade Dance as well. Ooh, for the Republic. Interesting. We're gonna do a Blade Dance. Do a little Blade Dance. We're gonna vigilantly thrust and then do a Blade Dance. Yeah, the Vanguard is just a pervert. No, not the Guardian is just a pervert now, aren't they? Yeah, vigilant thrust, Blade Dance, baby. Oh yeah, Vanguard, the Guardian, should we say? He knows how to satisfy the ladies, doesn't he? Of course we get. None of these real changes are explained really well. To be honest with you, they're just abilities. So, oh, there we are. Juggernaut changes. What are we getting? What are we getting? If you want to play the WoW game, what does Mad Dash look like? What does it seem like? Okay, I'll give you a bit. Blade Blitz is the Guardian one. So we'll let you let that. A few seconds. Sounds like Heroic Leap. Okay, does look like that. Does seem like Heroic Leap, doesn't it? It does. It does. Okay, the Guardian changes. We get Focused Freedom, activating combat focus, parties movement and pairing effects, and increases your movement. Yeah, that's what we want. Movement speed increase, like it, 50%. Yeah, Force Leap enables your dispatch to be used against a target with any percentage of health. Useful for DPS. Another utility. Very useful, because that's going to be your opener, isn't it? Force Leap. Dispatch. Okay, yeah, as a tank, not really. We want to generate threat. Unless we're sort of tanking 2 targets. Then we've got 15 seconds. Rather than using Saber Throw. So it might be useful for a tank. Because if you have 2 targets that are split apart, 2 range targets that we can't kite or anything like that, we'd leap at the first one, hit our big threat ability, taunt the second one, and then hit him with the dispatch. Just because it's got some range to it. So would be, yeah, I can see it, because it's going to be better than Saber Throw. It's going to do more threat. Blade Blitz, cut loose. Blade Blitz can be used while immobilized and purges movement and play. Blade Blitz, remember, is Master Strike. Gonna be the proposed changes. So the changes to the tank one will start at level 64. Changes defense. Dealing damage with Blade Dance increases your defense chance by 2%. It's useful. It's a reason to use it. Well, it seems pretty useful. I like it. Stacks up to 3 times and lasts for 6 seconds. So will it's a 3-second channel, so it's going to be the 3 times it deals damage. It's going to 6% defense. It stacks up. Oh, pretty good. Pretty decent. More defense is always welcome if you're a tank. Pretty interesting. Gives a reason to use it. It pushes it up the priority level. Vigilance, we get Burn Master. It's a pervert. Yeah, this is just the innuendo spec, isn't it? For each of your burning effects active on the enemy, you deal 5% more burn damage, up to a maximum of 15% more burn damage, while Plasma Brand, Burning Blade, and Burning Purpose are on each burning target, or each burning a target, should we say. We get Protective Focus in Focus spec, activating Focus Burst or Force Sweep. Bear in mind, Focus Burst is your single target, Force Sweep is your AoE. Increases your damage reduction by 5%. So yeah, very much a PvP thing. Very much, because Focus is the PvP spec. Okay, I don't think you want to be raiding as Focus in any of the specs. Right, what we'll do is we will do another video, because we're going on for 24 minutes. 24 minutes now. So we'll do another video on the changes when I get to read them and have a little look at them and see the proposed changes. But bear in mind, these are subject to change. So some changes are interesting. The Guardian looks interesting, actually. Blade Dance, we're going to do that little Blade Dance. You do the Blade Dance, then you vigilantly thrust, then you're the Burn Master. Oh yeah, the big dick Guardian. He knows how to satisfy them ladies. So thank you for joining me, and we'll see you again soon, and goodbye.